Hey guys, today is March 14th, 2018, so happy Pi Day. I am kicking off a 3-day water fast today, and this is my second attempt to try a pure water fast. So what I'm having, this morning when I got up, I am not even taking my vitamins because I don't want to, try not to taking anything external as much as possible. I just had my 16 ounces of water like I normally do because I thought I should keep that going. And then I had my salt water mixture like I showed in a video a couple, I don't know, a week or two ago, where I take a 16 ounce bottle of water, quarter teaspoon of pink salt, and a quarter teaspoon of this stuff. It's called no salt, salt-free salt, but it is actually potassium chloride, potassium bitartrate, I don't know, and like natural flavors, blah blah blah. Yeah, silicone dioxide, mineral oil. Anyway, it's potassium, so it's basically just salt and potassium that I put in that 16 ounces of water. I drank that all this morning. I tested my glucose and my ketones around noon. It's 1 o'clock right now, and my ketones were pretty high. I was kind of surprised. It was like 3.6, that's pretty high for a day one of fasting for me. And my blood glucose was like 75. So that's great. What I've been doing for this is week 4 of like this protocol I've been doing is the end of every work week, either 48 or 72 hours, I've been doing some kind of fast. So the last 3 weeks, I think I did a 48 and then a 72 and then a 40, well, probably like more like a 60 hour fat fast. So I just had my water like I normally do and my cream and my coffee with Truvia, 1 packet of Truvia and my 16 ounce coffees. But this week I kind of felt like, let me just step it up 1 notch and see what's going on. And my weight has been coming down. I do feel like I'm leaning out. I'm just as strong in the gym. In fact, last Saturday's workout was fantastic. So this morning, like I said, I had the 16 ounces of plain water. I had 16 ounces of my salt and potassium water. I did fix a cup of coffee, but it's just black coffee, no cream, no Truvia, nothing, just plain black coffee. I don't mind that. I drink black coffee. It's not a big deal. And then after I finish this, I'll probably have another 16 ounces of regular water, like, bottled water, and then another 16 ounces of the salt and potassium water again. So, and then I'll see, tonight I might have like a cup of green tea or something like that. Just to break up the monotony of water, because I'm really not a water fan. But my goal, today's Wednesday, my goal is to do it all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and try to go all day Friday. I do have something that's going on Friday. I joined a wellness committee at work, and we have a cooking demo to go to on Friday at lunchtime. So most of the time, these cooking demos, even if it's healthy food, it's filled with carbs. So I can't eat the stuff anyway. So part of me thinks it's going to be easy to just say, like, sorry, I don't eat that. But on the 3rd day of the fast, it might be difficult to say no to something, even if it's like a piece of meat on the plate. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But if I can make it through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, then I'll go most of the day on Saturday, and I won't break my fast until probably Saturday after lunchtime, after my workout in the morning, because I love fasted cardio. So that's what I'm doing. Bye, guys. Okay, so it is Thursday, March 15th, and this is day 2 of my water fast. Yesterday, I did pretty well. I ended up having 3 of these 16-ounce bottles of water with salt and potassium. I had probably 32 ounces of plain water. Maybe I had another 16-ounce bottle of plain water. I'm not sure. But at least 2, maybe 3. I also had black coffee, no sweetener, no creamer, no nothing in it, just plain black coffee. 1 cup in the mid-morning, 1 cup in the mid-afternoon, and like a half a cup last night just while after I had my shower and I was relaxing. I'm the kind of person that can drink coffee and go to bed, no problem, it's fine. last night I had problems sleeping, but it wasn't because of it wasn't because of fasting. I'm still dealing with sinus and like allergy issues with springtime, so I couldn't breathe. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I needed to pee, I guess, from all the water, and I needed to clear my nose, and it took me a little while to get back to sleep because I'm the kind of person that once I get up, no matter what time it is, my body thinks it's time to get up. But I did get back to sleep, and it just wasn't the most restful night, because anytime I get woken up in the middle of the night, even if it's just for a minute, it messes me up for the next day. So this morning I did the exact same routine. I'm on my second bottle of salt water. Actually, and I forgot to say, yesterday evening, John and my daughter and I went for a bike ride. We rode for like, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe. Not anything strenuous, just kind of like a nice leisurely, like the first 20 minutes when my daughter was with us, it was a little bit slower because she goes a little bit slower, but then she called it quits, and then John and I finished out like the next 25 minutes going a bit faster. So, but it was fun, it was relaxing, and I did fine on no food. Last night I was hungry in the evening. My stomach was growling. When I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, my stomach was growling. It's all very odd because when I do fat fast, I do not get any stomach growling, any hunger pains. So I guess that fat, like from the cream, really does satiate me. But that's kind of surprising to me. So that was interesting. This morning I've had no hunger pains, no stomach growling. And it's weird because people say usually it's around the like 36-hour mark where the hunger really kicks in during day 2, but I definitely had more closer to like the 24-hour mark last night. So I don't know, just interesting. Perfectly fine today. I'll say my arms feel a little bit weak, like I don't have quite as much power in them. Like if I wanted to go lift weights right now, I don't think I would be as strong as I normally am. But I feel fine, and I feel clear. I don't feel lethargic or anything. As a quick little mom hack, people kind of ask me about my mom hack things. You can see I got like toilet paper and stuff in the bag. A lot of times during the week, when during lunchtime, I'll run to Walmart and get our non-perishable things that we need, like laundry detergent, dishwashing liquid, toilet paper, paper towels, that kind of thing, and things that won't go bad in the car. And that way on the weekend, because sometimes on either Friday night or Saturday mornings when I'll hit the grocery store, I'll have to get the cold things, and I can just rip through the store in like 30 minutes. So this I can do in about 30 minutes, and that I can do in about 30 minutes. Saves me a bunch of time and a bunch of unloading. Instead of doing one huge unloading, I can do one small one this afternoon and then one small one Friday evening or Saturday morning. So little mom hack for you. I'll be back tomorrow for day 3 and let you know how I'm doing. I don't anticipate any problems for the rest of the day today, and I plan on doing a bike ride tonight. Hey, it is Friday, March 16th, and I am coming up on the end of my 3rd day doing my water fast. Yesterday I had another coffee in the afternoon, and instead of having the salt and potassium mixture in the water, I actually had a big jar of pickles that I had finished at work, and I drank several ounces of pickle juice, and that was my sodium for the afternoon. So one observation that I had is that I've been puffy. My feet and ankles have been swollen, which is not unusual for me at the end of a work week, just from sitting all week. Even with my standing desk, I notice that I still swell. So that's not unusual, but usually when I do a fat fast, it flushes out even at the end of a week, because that's when I normally do the fat fast. So I found that unusual, and I think it's due to having that salt water, multiple times throughout the day, which I was having it to keep my electrolytes up. So this morning I weighed myself, which I hadn't weighed myself since Sunday, and I was up like 3 pounds since Sunday, which is, not normal since I'm doing a fast. So I really think I was retaining water from all that salt water. So today I decided I was not going to do the salt water unless I felt really weird. But honestly, today has been my easiest day so far. Last night, again, around 9 o'clock, I had hunger, like stomach growling hunger, but not like weak lethargic feeling, but just like pure stomach growling hunger, which I almost never get that. So 2 nights in a row when I had that. But so today I decided not to do any salt water. I did, I've had, let's see, 16 and 30, 48 ounces of plain water. And I had a coffee this morning with nothing in it, just plain black coffee. And then this afternoon I went to that cooking thing, and it worked out well that I was fasting because I would not have eaten any of the food they had there. I will say it was well cooked whole foods, so not processed foods, but it was all sandwiches, quinoa salad, black bean brownies, and oatmeal muffin things. So they also had a vegetable tray with ranch dressing, so if I was eating, that would be the only thing I could have eaten, which is not my favorite thing to eat, but I guess I would have. But I chose to just drink water and unsweetened iced tea. And I ended up going next door and getting a coffee. I got an Americano, and I did get a splash, just a splash of heavy cream in it, because that's my favorite way. And I don't know, I just did it. So technically I've broken my water fast with that, so that was around 1:30. But I consider myself to still be fasting, because I mean, it was probably 50 calories worth of heavy cream, and I'm still drinking it now, 3.5 hours later. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep going. I have my step class tonight at 7 o'clock, and I'll see when I get home if I feel like eating anything. If I get the crazy stomach growling, I might. If not, then I think I might go until tomorrow at lunchtime, which that would be like a probably like an 87-hour fast, maybe a little bit longer depending on when I actually break it. But I feel great. I'll say, I honestly think my face skin looks better. I mean, you can't really tell with makeup on, but like when I have no makeup on, I feel like my skin feels softer and more clear. And another reason why I'm doing this is, for autophagy, for cellular healing. And one of the things that does is it heals damaged cells. It like breaks it down and repurposes it with new healthy cells. And it's supposed to help with scar healing and loose skin, that kind of thing. So I do feel like my scars on my arms are looking better. They're not quite as dark as they were just a couple of days ago. And even I showed John, and he was like, yeah, you're right, they look better. And when I had my arms done, I actually had a little thing on my shin, a scar that I had on my shin taken off and like redone to kind of flatten out that scar. And that's been really, really purple too. And that I feel like has also faded, which is, I mean, it's exactly what I wanted. I'm not doing the fat fast or the water fast for weight loss purposes. I'm doing it, one, for body recomposition, because it's supposed to help you lose body fat and maintain muscle, but also for healing purposes, to heal the damaged cells that I have in my body, with scars, just skin imperfections, anything internal. It's supposed to help with. It could help prevent cancer and kill cancer cells. There's so many good benefits to at least a 48-hour to 72-hour water fast. So yeah, I think it's doing exactly what I hoped it would do. So I guess I'll be back one more time to finalize the video and just give you my final opinion and results. Bye. Okay, so this is Saturday. It is 11:30, and I am getting ready to break my fast. Is about a 84-hour fast. I think I maybe like a half an hour shy of 84 hours. Yesterday was my easiest day. I did have that little bit of cream in my coffee, and I had another coffee last night, maybe just a 10, no, not even 10 ounces. It was probably like a 6-ounce coffee last night. I peed a lot yesterday, and sure enough, when I woke up this morning, like 4.5 pounds had flushed out of me. So that was awesome. Feeling super lean today, feeling great. I went and did my step class. I did fantastic in my step class. I didn't put a riser underneath my step just because I didn't want to push it just in case. But halfway through the class, I did put the riser underneath, and then we took a water break and I took it out. So yeah, felt fantastic. So came home, I cooked up. I'm gonna show you what let me turn it around and I'll show you what I cooked. So I cooked up some taco meat. I used the grass-fed beef just because I thought high quality is best after not eating for a while. I have about 4 ounces of ground beef, about an ounce of shredded cheese, guacamole, and sour cream. So good fats and protein. I don't know if I'll be able to eat all this because one thing I noticed when I fast is that I can't eat as much the day, like the 2 day to 2 days following the fast. So I'll see how much I get in. I think I'm going to come back and do a summary of everything later today. Hey, so it's Saturday evening, and I was just going to come in and do like a quick little summary of things that I noticed during the fast that I forgot to talk about in other videos. One of them was the fact that I had on Thursday and mostly on Friday, I was really cold a lot, but we had a cool front come through, so it's hard to know if that was like I was just cold because it was cold outside or if it was cold because of like a metabolism shift, which being cold because of metabolism shift is a sign that your metabolism is dropping. But I'm going to link a article below written by Dr. Jason Fung, and he's like the expert on fasting for like therapeutic purposes. And this study shows that fasts that are done, I think he said for 4 days, are shown to actually rev up your metabolism, and he explains why. I won't go into it. You can read the article. But it said that it's about a 13% increase in metabolism for people who fast for 3 to 4 days. So, I don't know. But that's an observation. I was cold. Another observation was that Wednesday and Thursday night, I said I was very, very hungry. I had lots of stomach growling and all that. And my ultimate goal was always to make it to Saturday at lunchtime after my step class. But in the back of my mind, I thought, well, if I make it to Friday at 9 o'clock at night, that'll be exactly 72 hours. And that would be fine if I broke it then. If I was super hungry on Friday night, I'd break it. But Friday night, I went to my step class from 7 to 8. And those intense cardio classes kill my appetite. And I say it all the time, and this was proof. I was perfectly fine when I got home. No desire to eat, absolutely no hunger. It was fine. I had no problem skipping it. So probably if I do an extended fast like this again, I will do cardio, at least an hour of cardio each of those nights, because I think it'll help with not having hunger. When I've done fat fast in the past, like in the last few weeks, I have done cardio almost every night. So maybe that's why I didn't have hunger, and I did on Wednesday and Thursday, because all I did those nights was bike rides, and that's not like super intense cardio. So, yeah, but I mean, I'm very pleased. My weight this morning was 170.2, so I'm like this close to seeing the 160s, which, like I said, I'm not doing this for the weight loss, but that would be super cool if I did see 160s. But I kind of know that that'll bounce back anyway, because like there's no food in my system, or there was no food in my system. And today I had what I showed you, and then later on in the evening, we were at the mall, and so I got a bunless bacon burger, just something really simple with mayonnaise. So trying to keep it kind of simple. I actually have a little bit of heartburn tonight, but I did have a little alcohol tonight. Afterwards, John and I went to a couple of places, and we did a rum tasting, and just had like little bits of rum. But the first day after a fast, you're kind of in a weakened state, so I didn't have anything else after that. It gave me a little bit of heartburn, so I haven't really had anything. I had some pepperonis for a snack since we've been watching TV, but kind of keeping it simple today, and I'm not sure what I'll have tomorrow. But yep, that's the thing. That's the summary. I hope y'all found this interesting. If you have any questions, John had a question. He was asking if I felt like I was always working for that end number, like to get to that end time. And you do definitely, like, you have it in your mind, okay, like 9 o'clock Friday night, that's 72 hours, but then when you get there and you're like, I feel perfectly fine. Like, quite honestly, I probably could have gone through today too if I didn't have things, planned to eat, because I am really a foodie, and I do like to eat. And so I was ready to kind of have something and chew something. So, but you do feel like you're working towards a goal, and you do have to build up to it. I will say that fasting is something that you have to train yourself to do. You can't really just jump into a 3-day fast. At least I couldn't. I started with intermittent fasting at like 15 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, and then the 24. And, like, I didn't think I would ever be able to do this, but it's totally doable. It's definitely proved that it's totally doable. You're not going to die. You're not going to fade away. You're not going to, like, be on the sofa and you can't move because you're so weak. It's not like that at all. My energy level was perfectly fine. My clarity was perfectly fine. I got a lot done at work this week. But yeah, so if you have any questions, post them below. And if it's a lot, I'll do a video on it. If not, I'll just respond to the comments, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Go out and make it happen.